Inclusion to me in sport is about involving as many people as we can. It's about trying to understand people, it's about trying to understand their needs, and it's about trying to understand how we can marry their needs up to what we can actually deliver. If you're in a club and your club represents that community that you're in, ultimately you're going to grow the number of people firstly in it. And it's not always about growing numbers, because if you've got more involvement from people from different characteristics, then you're going to appeal more to those. You know, if you're looking to attract funding, you can give an honest reflection of what your club and what your community looks like. Other ways clubs can benefit is that the richness that brings, the warmth that brings, and also the expertise that brings to that club or to that community is really important as well. If you're part of a local community or a local club and you want to engage with a different protected characteristic, and again what I mean by that is those from different gender, LGBTIQ plus communities, race and ethnicity, if someone's from a different background in terms of disability, find out who and where they are. It's okay to talk and ask questions. It's okay to go and find out through your development officer, through your different sports work that you work with, to ask about where those groups and communities might be. And if it means phoning a Sikh Gurdwara or a mosque, or going into your local church to engage with a community that perhaps doesn't represent the makeup of your existing membership, it's okay to do that. I think we need to have the confidence. We've got the knowledge and know-how, but it's applying that to say, we want to be more inclusive, we want to engage with the wider community, and we want to be reflective of what and who we are. That's how your club will grow, and also that's how the game of sport will grow. The advice I would give is, firstly, understand who's in your community. And I know some of this might be a little bit, of research involved, a little bit of mapping involved, but just spending that little bit of time to see and know what's going on where. What are perhaps the stats? What is the data? Because you're always, as a leader, got access to different partners and different groups who can offer you some of that. If you're able to look at that and see that within this community there's a growing asylum seeker, refugee community, there's a bit more disability, for example, then are we engaging with the schools where those young people or communities might be at? If we are, how do we make links with those schools and with those head teachers, for example? And if you're able to go and be comfortable and be confident to understand the needs and learn about those communities, ultimately your club can grow, but it can also become a lot more warm. It can give a lot more depth, and it can all become a lot more inviting to these other groups as well. So as a club, your richness improves, as well as the numbers of people participating in sport.